boy. Good boy. Well, he is a boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's certainly not shy, is he?
No, he loves strangers.
Well, I guess it's a good thing he's not your girlfriend then, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, how old is he?
Yeah, I really don't know.
Well, does he do any tricks?
I don't think so.
Roll over, boy. Roll over. Played it. Played it. There you go. Good boy. Good boy.
I didn't know he could do all that.
Well, maybe if you spent a little more time with him, you would know.
Hey, I spent a lot of time with him.
Not enough to know he could do tricks. I'm just messing with you, man. Look, just from now on, trying to be so neglectful, all right?
Yeah, well, you know,
What's his name?
Pluto.
Pluto?
Yeah, you know, my parents named him because my name's Mickey, so, you know, it's like Mickey Mouse's dog, the little yellow...
I know what Mickey Mouse's dog's name is. I'm not an idiot.
Right, of course you're not. I didn't say that you were.
But you implied it.
Sorry.
It's such a shame you had to give such a great little dog such a horrible, horrible name.
Excuse me?
Pluto? Honestly, who names your dog after some cold, distant, icy rock in the middle of outer space that most scientists don't even regard as a planet?
Well, like I said, he's not named after the planet. He's named after the cartoon here.
All right, look, guy. I thought I made it perfectly clear that I was not an idiot.
Yeah, well, you know...
Look, Mick. May I call you Mick?
I actually prefer...
Look, Mick. I'm sure that Hitler would be very proud of you for naming your dog after Walt Disney's adorable little character. But all I'm trying to say is that he seems to deserve a much more powerful name.
Look, I didn't name the dog, but... What'd you say about Hitler?
I said Hitler would be very proud of you. Don't tell me you didn't know Walt Disney was a Nazi.
Walt Disney wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't even German.
You don't have to be German to hate the Jews, Mick.
Walt Disney wasn't a Nazi.
All right. If Walt Disney was a Nazi, then I want you to explain Fantasia.
What?
Explain Fantasia.
Well, look, Fantasia was about... See, what Fantasia was about was... How am I supposed to explain Fantasia?
Exactly. Proof beyond a shadow of a doubt that Walt Disney was, in fact, a Jew-hating Nazi.
Just because I can't explain what Fantasia was about does not prove that Walt Disney was a Nazi.
Well, then what does, Mick?
Nothing! That's my point!
You know you should name this dog Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Karl Malone is a better name than Pluto.
Let me think a minute. Yeah?
You're crazy.
And you're a Nazi.
I'm not a Nazi!
So says Nazi McGee.
I'm not a Nazi, neither is Walt Disney.
Hold your horses there, Dr. Nazi Pants.
Stop calling me a Nazi!
Alright, let's make a deal, Governor Nazi Balls. If you change the name of your beloved little doggy's name to Karl Malone, then I'll take back everything I said about your beloved Walter Disney, and I'll stop calling you a Nazi.
That doesn't seem quite fair.
Oh, and leading children into the gas chambers does?
Why would anyone name their dog Karl Malone?
Why? Why would anyone do that? I'll tell you why you should name your dog Karl Malone, Senor Nazi.
Karl Malone was born on a faraway planet named Understanding in the Quiblar Galaxy, where the oceans are made of fruit punch in the Atmian Wars, so he was stuck floating around in space for a long time. He wasn't damaged, though, because he was in a space shuttle repairing the satellites. Now, what you have to understand is Karl Malone just watched all of his family and friends explode, and he could have stayed up there in space mourning forever and ever, but he didn't. He pulled himself together, traveled to Earth, and shared with all of us his gift of understanding. The gift is plain.
Karl Malone plays basketball for the Lakers.
And he's an intergalactic space alien.
Look, I appreciate your compliments on the dog and everything, but we've really both got to be getting home now, okay? Come on, Pluto.
The dog's name is Karl Malone.
Look, he's my dog, so I think I've got a little more say in what to call him, alright? If you want to name a dog Karl Malone so badly, why don't you go to the pet store and get your own dog, name him Karl Malone, and take him back to your place and do whatever kind of freaky stuff you want to do with him.
You really don't understand, do you? You have no idea what I'm talking about. Look at this dog. Look at him. This is a fine specimen. He's the one. He has to be named Karl Malone. He's special.
Look, he's my special dog, and his name is Pluto.
His name is Karl Malone.
Stop saying that!
Oh, it's so cute. What's his name?
Pluto.
Karl Malone.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
This is actually my dog. It's this guy.
Eddie.
Eddie. wants me to name it Karl Malone for some odd reason. Its real name is Pluto, and my name's Mickey, so...
Oh,
you know.
like the cartoon.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, except that Mickey never beat his dog.
What?
You heard me. Well, every once in a while he gets a little animal and he takes out his yard and yells to all the neighbors come out, and he just finds anything he can get and he just starts beating the living shit out of his animal. Keeps beating it and beating it until there's blood splattered everywhere and there's maggots getting ready to just crawl up on it, and it's just so horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, I can hardly believe what he did to that parrot.
I never had a parrot!
You're a really sick person.
How about sick?
Now, Sylvia,
I'm not sick.
you hit the nail right on the head there. He is sick. He's very sick. And I'm the only one trying to help him, and no one else seems to even care. And so sometimes it just gets so lonely trying to help him face his inner demons.
Oh, well, the next time you feel lonely, here's my number, and you can call me, and we'll talk about it.
God, she's hot, isn't she? Thanks, man. I cannot thank you enough for that.
What?
Alright, I can understand you're a bit, a nerd. Look, alright, this is something I do every once in a while to, you know, meet women.
What, you make it look like people, what, beat animals?
Yeah, that, the whole Nazi part, the whole thing of it.
What?
It's psychological. So, like, you know, when I get you frustrated and I say that you beat animals, and you say you don't, it looks like you're lying.
So wait, you mean this whole thing, this calling me a Nazi, this, you know, saying I should change my dog's name to Karl Malone was all just some ploy so you could get chicks?
Get chicks? Jeez, what are you, fawns?
How did you know me and my dog were going to be here today?
I didn't. I was just coming to the park, you know, I hope I see some loser walking his animal, you know.
You're sick.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm really shy around girls. This is the only way I can meet them.
Look, I'm shy around girls too, but you need to find another way to meet them, alright? I mean, this is just wrong. I mean, you know, I think I was doing really good with that girl. She seemed really nice.
Oh, Sylvia, she is nice. You know, it's kind of hard for me because there aren't trees around the house, but every once in a while I get early enough, and there's this place where you get to her attic, and oh, God, I can see everything.
You need to get out of the park.
Alright, fine. I did what I came to do, so I'll take my leave. I'll see you later. Okay.
That guy was pretty crazy, huh, Pluto?
Hey, Karl Malone!
Pluto, no!
Come here, Karl Malone. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Please!
No.
Please!
Yes, sir. This guy said he wants to take my dog and kill it and then beat me unconscious with it.
Did you say that? No, officer!
That's what the criminals always say. You get on.
I hate you, Karl Malone!
I'm a Maloniac, that's for sure. And I'm Maloning like I've never Malone before. I'm a Maloniac, that's for sure. And I'm Maloning like I've never Malone before. I'm a Maloniac, that's for sure. And I'm Maloning like I've never Malone before. I'm a Maloniac, that's for sure. And I'm Maloning like I never Malone before.